Hey guys, welcome back to another Dragonheir Silent Gods video. In today's video I am going to be showing my third of 6 Ice and Radiance teams for Alton, the Chaos Shadows boss in the Otherworld exploration. Before I get into that though, I do just need to want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video, Dragonheir Silent Gods. So thank you very much Dragonheir for supporting my channel and allowing me to create content on the game that you've made. And as well as that, if anybody is looking to get involved in the game or potentially support the channel, please do remember to click the link in the description or the pinned comment to download the game for free today. So in terms of the team I'm going to be showing today, I have shown the first 2 teams I've used in my last 2 videos, but the third team I use for the Ice boss is, as you can see here, it is a Frost-based team. So I don't actually have a tank in this team. I am using an unbooked Vinyara as the kind of forefront of my team. The boss does do random hits to members of your team, so I don't particularly need a tank up close and personal to take the hits. So Vinyara is here as my attack penalty mostly, so she does also reduce the ultimate turn meter on ultimate energy on her ultimate skill. So she's built in the Cyril set to effectively, to give everybody a 15% attack boost whenever she uses her ultimate skill to place a debuff. She's also got the Incense Burner to to boost her ultimate skill energy by 10% after using her ultimate to recycle that faster, just to make sure I'm getting this attack penalty up as much as possible. Next up, I am using Catherine. So Catherine is my main healer in this team. So she is running with the Everlasting Diamond artifact to give her enlightenment for her healing, and also increases the healing she does by 25%. And in terms of the set she's wearing, as you can see here, she's wearing the Ancestral Protection set to reduce the damage everybody else is taking and to reduce hers as well. She's built with enlightenment and obviously defensive stats. She is not booked at all, so as you can see there's no epic books in her at all. Next up I'm using Meredith as my second healer. So Meredith is built in the Mona Lisa's set. This just allows her to heal a little bit extra every time she uses her ultimate skill. All of her healing is based on max HP and obviously can't be booked, so she is just built to survive as long as possible, and she's using the Mirror of the Living artifact to increase the healing she does against low HP allies. Next up, if we look, we've got my enabler for my Frost, so that is Lasenia. Lasenia is not booked at all either. So she is running with a large amount of crit rate, some crit damage and some attack, as well as enough accuracy to keep a consistent frost debuff to enable my Oster. So she is built in the Gambler set as well, just to get some extra damage out, and she's using the Witch's Remains because of her ultimate skill hitting repeatedly over a 6-second window, so she does have a very high chance of placing that. Last up in my team, I've got Oster, as I mentioned. So Oster is built with 91% crit rate, a good amount of crit damage, and a good amount of attack. He's wearing the Inventor set to increase his damage every time he uses his battle skill or his ultimate skill. And he's also wearing the Eyeball of the Giant artifact to increase his ultimate damage by 20%. He is booked in this team, so my damage will be slightly higher than it would if it wasn't booked. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into the run, and just check that, we need the attack aura. Jump into the run, and I will be back at the end of the run to talk about the results.
Feel the pain.
Frost and snow.
Ha! I never give up. Surrender to my enchanting melodies. Feel the pain.
Ice sword. Frost and snow.
I never give up.
Call.
Surrender to my enchanting melodies.
And there we go, that is the end of that run, so it survived the whole 5 minutes. If we have a little look at the damage breakdown here and the healing as well, it's quite interesting because I've got a common healer. So all of the damage realistically came from Oster. A little bit of the damage did come from Lasenia to enable him as well. His damage would be lower without her unless you built him with accuracy to get the frost debuffs out, because it does trigger his passive skill. Vinyara obviously did do a lot of healing. That comes from her passive shields that do obviously cover most of the damage in the early stages of this fight. There's not really any healing needed until kind of 2-3 minutes into the fight when you start taking a bit more damage. In terms of the actual healing, as you can see, Meredith and Catherine both did a good chunk. Obviously, Catherine does carry it slightly. She is in a better build, but in terms of looking for healers for these fights, Meredith really can do the job. All of her healing scales on your team's max HP, and obviously she's being a common, everybody will have her, and she's really easy to invest in. So she's definitely worth considering in your teams if you're looking for an option to help bulk out a team and keep them alive. She can do the job for you, so don't forget her. So that is all for this team. The only other thing is, once again guys, just a huge thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Dragonheir Silent Gods. And if you are enjoying the look of the game or want to support the channel, please do hit the link in the description to get involved in the game for free. So thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.